this out now on the BBC Radio WM social media. I've retweeted it. It's the footage. You're going to hear a bit of it now, but if you look at the pictures, it really will impact on you as well, because relatives of loved ones buried at Handsworth Cemetry say they've been left devastated after it flooded for a third time in the last week. Now, an online petition now has nearly 4,000 signatures asking Birmingham City Council to urgently carry out work to protect the resting place of their loved ones. Mohammed Ishaq goes to visit his mum's grave every single day, and sadly, that was one of those that were damaged in the floods.
There's water that's come through again. They've actually sunk. Loads of graves have actually sunk.
These are the gutters, huh? Yeah, use the shovel. Use the shovel.
So if anybody is watching this, please can you come and see your loved ones' graves now? We are trying to fill as many as we can, because I have my mother's grave here as well.
Well, Mohammed joins me on the line now. Morning, Mohammed.
Good morning.
Well, I saw the footage and it's absolutely devastating, isn't it? So you described it really well there. So just talk us through a little bit more about the damage that's down there and how it's impacted on you and your family.
Well, the damage that was there, I mean, the way it's impacted me and my family is I've just lost my mother not long ago. And I've not even grieved for my mother's loss, because I went there on that Saturday when it was raining thinking that, okay, I'll sit by my mum's grave and, you know, I'll just have that my own time with my, you know, me and my mother, and just have that grieving time. Got there and the whole place was like a mud bath. And it was just ridiculous to see all that. And it wasn't a sight to see. And there was a few other family members there, and they had to actually witness that as well. We had no telephone number for anybody from the city council to call and say, you know, we need help here, anything like that.
Mohammed,
so we had to use that. Yeah.
Sorry to cut in. I was just going to say that I'm really sorry about your loss as well. But if we're looking at the video, it's on our Facebook page as well as Twitter, it shows you and other relatives physically digging graves back up, removing water, unblocking a drain, and you shouldn't have to be doing this, should you?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the thing is, the first day there was other relatives as well, and we were using like our bare hands just to make some, like just to remove the water from the graves, because we had no tools or anything. Then like tools, when I say, is like the shovels and spades and everything. And then basically we had it, and then we had to get everybody back out there on the Sunday, and we had a whole team of people out on a Sunday. These are all volunteers now, and someone's loved ones are buried there, someone's loved ones are not buried there, but people just came together just to show unity, and they basically helped, and we actually filled the graves, and we went and bought gravel from Wicks to put around the graves. So, you know, it was not something that I wanted to do straight after losing my mother, and nobody from like the council actually did come out even on a Sunday, because I even phoned the council on Sunday saying, look, this is what's happened, and nothing was done. And then I actually sent out messages, because I used to be a former councillor before as well, so I had numbers of former councillors as well. So I actually sent out messages to former, you know, councillors, and the only councillor that responded within, say, minutes of what I sent was Councillor Majid Mahmood. And he straight away apologised for what's happened and everything. And he said, look, I will chase this up. And, you know, and he started, I'm sure he started making phone calls, because that's when slowly things are getting done. But all we're not asking for much. All we're asking for is our loved ones' graves to be protected.
Now, Birmingham City Council, as you mentioned, they have apologised and said this is a new area of flooding that they will put right. So are you satisfied with their response?
No, because this is not a new area. This area, if you look at this area now, this area has been used for the last 2.5 years now. So this is not a new area. Also, when this flooding's now happened 3 times now in the space of 6 months. Now, what is Birmingham City Council's job is basically the drains, if you look at the footage, they're actually blocked. Now, this area is right next to the area that was flooded last time. So, like, it's a stone throw away. So how can they say it's a new area? Basically, this is a massive, massive failure on their part. And now they're just trying to, basically diffuse the situation by saying this is a new area. Even if it's a new area, why are the drains blocked in the cemetery?
I'll read their full statement in a few moments. Mohammed, sorry, Mohammed, I just wanted to ask finally, what's the situation like there now? Is has the flooding gone? I mean, is your mother's grave as it should be now?
We had to basically repair our loved ones' graves. We had to put plastic over the loved ones' graves to protect them from the water. And I don't really know if they've done the work, but apology from Birmingham City Council, I've not seen an apology from them. We've not had an apology. I mean, personally, all the loved ones there now are saying, even I'm saying as well, the leader of the city, Ian Ward, and the cabinet member whose portfolio this falls under, they should basically have the decency and resign, because I feel that they're very incompetent. In three times in 6 months, this is happening.
Mohammed, thank you very much. And again, lots of love to you and your family. Well, let's just read the statement from Birmingham City Council. It says, "We wholeheartedly apologise to the families whose graves were affected. This is a new area of the cemetery and staff were working over the weekend at this particular location. Clearly, the amount of rain that fell over the period of Saturday and Sunday created problems with waterlogging. Works are ongoing and regular maintenance is being undertaken at the site." You're listening to